Well, I am sorry to disappoint you, but the front tow hook is on. In my opinion, I think it actually kind of looks nice. It's not really Rice because it actually performs a function. I feel like Rice is race-inspired cosmetic enhancements that don't actually do anything, where this actually does something. Now, I've had the blue ones on my E36, and I've had people say, oh, those are cheap, China ones, they snap and everything like that. Yeah, this is the cheapest tow hook that I could find, but I know it works. My E36 has been on the tow hook a lot, and it's never broken yet. And I know the E92 is going to end up on a tow truck at some point, so I need to have a front tow hook on there so it makes it easier for that driver. I don't have the factory one, but I mean, I guess I could get one from work, but the red one looks so much better. I also had the flap missing here, so instead of just finding that flap, I might as well just get a tow hook, and then I'm prepared for when, not if, but when this car ends up on a tow truck. All right, now let's continue with the E92 updates of what I'm doing today. Working on the back end, I finally got the half shaft out, and then here is the new half shaft. So when I was putting this half shaft in, you can see right here, I was hitting it with the hammer, and then the grease started coming out between this. So turns out, rusting, it looks all the same, but in a new one, this sleeve is just pressed on. So you can see it's two separate ones. So I got to make sure when I put this one on, I don't hammer this on, and I only push it in from the back. So hopefully that's a little bit easier. I got the whole center console out of the car. Oh, I like slammed my fingers. My finger's hurting, but got it all out right now. And here is the parking cable. So my thought was, like the E36, both cables come into the handle on the E36. So when I pulled up, I would still tension the left wheel. But it turns out there's this T-piece here. So every time I pull up the e-brake, it just pivots and it doesn't tension the left wheel. So in order to have one e-brake working, you have to have both e-brakes working. So now I got to come underneath here. I got to rip out the cutoff e-brake cable right there, pull that out and change it up. And then we're going to put the half shaft back in, and then I can put all the e-brakes in. And as you can see, this is where my grinding noise is coming from in the last video that I already touched on. And yeah, you can see how much grease was underneath here over all of the components down here leaking out of that half shaft. And this bolt is just covered in grease. Overall, it hasn't been too hard. I think getting that e-brake cable out is going to be a pain in the butt, so hopefully that doesn't take me too long. If I can get all this stuff done, then I can lower the front ride height and I can do that thermostat. Took me a little bit, but I got the e-brake cable out. She's right there. It was where it seized in underneath. It sure was hard to get out, but as you can see, I almost broke it apart just trying to get it unseized. Okay, so the brand new e-brake cable is in. Oh, I got a mess of tools here. Just finished up with the pads. I got the pads in now. E-brake is connected underneath here. Now it's time to put the new half shaft in and tighten it all up. Okay, it's all back together. All the suspension arms are bolted down. Axle is bolted down. Brakes are in. And the e-brake, boom, it works. Made sure the dust shield isn't touching and it's quiet. All right, up next, we're going to start working on the thermostat. If you guys want to stay up to date with these E92 updates, make sure you guys hit that follow button. Come on, what are you waiting for?